Hello YouTube. So, the newest character is out, Mythra and Pyra, and this character is really freaking fun. And honestly, contender for the best character in my opinion. That might be a little bit too early, and I definitely could see them not be the best character, don't get me wrong. There's Pikachu, there's still Joker in this game, there's still Peach. But I think the potential is honestly amazing, and they have some incredibly broken stuff. And I think they're honestly a really healthy top tier as well, because they're fast, they have bad recovery so you can edge guard them, and they still have a lot of advanced techniques to optimize if you want to take it to the next level, which I think can make for some really cool high level plays. So let's just get started, and I'm going to go through first Pyra and Mythra, and then Mythra. We're going to go through Pyra. You're going to be all like, what the f are you on, Leffen? How can you think this character is contender for the best? Pyra is so slow. Honestly, yeah, she is. If you only are allowed to use Pyra by herself, she's a contender legitimately for the worst character in the game. But she has some couple good moves. Specifically, how the swap mechanic works is really what changes this character from being just your standard character to being something truly amazing. And it's honestly the thing I like the most about character, and why I'm really excited to try out this character more in offline sessions and maybe even some tournaments. We'll see. So, what is Pyra? Pyra is basically just a long-range character, and she is incredibly slow. Like, her run speed is honestly pathetic. She's super slow. She has alright air mobility, actually. She's a little bit heavier than Mythra, but overall, very slow. Most attacks have a lot of lag, but she has some standout moves, and we're not going to go through every move, specifically go through them, because I feel like most of you guys who play this character don't need to learn about every single specific move. We're going to talk about the general game plan first, and then maybe we'll go through some specific moves. Pyra is a long-range shorty, so you'll definitely be using short up fair and short up back air. I would generally say use back air more, because short up back air auto cancels. So this makes her have a lot less lag, and you can still use her above average aerial momentum to control. Even if you short up fair like this, you still get the landing animation. So if you do fair, I would advise you to either do it falling, spaced, or fast falling at the very least, to make it a little bit more ambiguous where you're going to land and where you're going to be lagging. She also has Nair. Now, Nair is a move that's pretty interesting. It's the strongest when it starts, and then it gets gradually weaker as it goes on. But it's still a very active, very strong tool. And it's kind of unique for a sword character, I feel like, to have this big of a spin move that can also kill it, 100+%. As for combos, she doesn't really have much. And honestly, the main combo you're going to be doing is down throw up air. Let me actually hit it. Or down throw fair, like I did there. Just to get something started. Outside of that, she has some specific advanced stuff. But generally, Pyra is not a character with any real amount of combos. This is a character that you want to use almost only as a mix-up or as a character to kill with once you're already in advantage. Now, there is one combo that a lot of people have been talking about, which is down air spike, and this is a very generous spike hitbox as well, into F smash or up smash at high percent. This is a pretty hard combo to make true, especially the F smash one, but it will kill when it is true. Generally, most characters can't actually escape this unless they're like PT and they have a one frame escape. Now, at slightly higher percent, like maybe 65, you can get the pretty easy combo down throw up smash, and this is going to kill. But if you have like any rage, probably kill regardless here. Yeah. So it's definitely a very important tool to remember, but I wouldn't count on getting it too much once people get to know how this character works and how to fight her. Now, let's go through the specials, because I think the specials are what really carry Pyra with her pretty straightforward moveset that most people will learn how to use pretty quickly. First and foremost, it's her up B. 30 frame move out of shield, absolutely ridiculous range, and then you can control this a little bit afterwards, after you go up. If you control it the wrong way, as you see, the follow-up will miss. So this makes it particularly annoying online, because you kind of have to use this and then see where's my opponent flying and then kind of correct for that to make the next hit. This is an incredibly strong punish tool, mix-up tool. You can use this to vary your timings like this from the air. It hits below. You can do it out of shield, out of spot dodge, like sometimes just to mix up your landing. It 2 frames, hits way below the edge, and it is very punishable, but used well and not spammed, it can be an incredibly consistent KO tool that kills very early, especially on platform stages, because you pull them up to the side platform and then they are even closer to the ceiling once it actually hits. But this is still a pretty straightforward move to use once you've learned it. So let me go on to the slightly trickier moves. So this is neutral B. It's a charge up move. I'm going to be straight up with you. When I saw this move at first, I was like, this move's not going to see competitive use. These types of moves are almost always like pretty bad. I mean, yeah, it's strong, but like how would you land this? The reason why this is actually surprisingly good is because you can both control her a little bit during it. She floats a little bit during it as well. And it's actually surprisingly safe on shield. Fully charged, I believe it's only -10. And since you can also, even if you start this point, but you can start going away a little bit, it becomes surprisingly hard to punish. And if they hold too much, it will straight up shield break as well. This is a very, very useful tool for when they are on the edge. You can just do this here, and if, you know, it will outrange most get up attacks. And if they do get up, it's very easy to get a kill from it. If they roll behind, they'll still get hit. You can also use this to stall your momentum. They think you're going to do fair, threatening this. They maybe try to parry it or try to punish it out of shield. And now suddenly you're stalling your air, hitting them with a neutral B. You can also B reverse this and use it to cross up people. Very specific move, but I think there's some cool uses, including like using it off stage because it doesn't have too much end lag. Maybe intercept recoveries like this. Still not the best move. It's a very good move when you have advantage, and it's one of the easiest ways to ledge trap people online, since regular ledge trapping doesn't work that well. But her best move, in my opinion, probably her side B and her up B. Especially her side B is a pretty unique move, and it's really interesting. First off, she throws this projectile. It does a lot of damage, and you know, you can also vary the length of it, like this: short, long. By smashing or tilting the input. This move does not let you use any aerials afterwards or any attacks whatsoever. I can't grab, but I can move, as you can see, right? But this does make it harder for the opponent to punish, because even if you whiff it, you can kind of run away, you can shield, you can air dodge. And there's a catch animation here that has some lag, but if you're smart about it, you can be in shield when it happens. You can jump cancel it. You have to jump just as you're getting it. Yeah, like that. There's also a very specific technique that you can use to bring this move to the next level if it does hit, which is you do this side B, and then you footstool them. Let me actually try to hit it. It's a little finicky. And then you can do some follow-ups like down air, tech chase, air dodge down, jab. Beauty King has a great video out on this that I'll try to link in the video description if you want to see more. It's not the biggest things. For the most part, though, this is going to be a tool you use to keep them away from you, to kind of make Pyra threaten a bit more space, since she's so slow and her dash attack is not the best, like, hey, stop throwing projectiles at me move. I should mention as well that this has a hitbox close to them that pulls them into the full hit, which does even more damage. So you can also use this like as a parry bait or as a mix-up when you're jumping. You think you're going to throw out a backer like this and you jump and then throw a side B, you know, good things will happen. And you can also use this while recovering. However, you cannot up B while you throw the side B. You up B, nothing happens. So if you want to recover with this, I would suggest throwing it here and then jumping and air dodging to the edge. Makes it very hard for the opponent to actually contest this. And you can also jump and throw this like this. And it's pretty hard to actually ledge trap Pyra when she does this well. That's kind of it, honestly. I mean, she doesn't have any kill throws. She doesn't have any specific ones. One advanced technique that I'm going to mention is that Pyra is a very, very slow character. She gets slightly faster if you dash multiple times. And she has pretty decent dash into shield. But an advanced technique that is mostly actually just a meme, which is dash walking, this is very useful for Pyra specifically. I think this is the only character where I would actually recommend using dash walk a lot, because look at her regular dash now and then watch her dash walk. She actually kind of like zooms after she's done with the dash, and it can make for some really great approaches that's significantly faster like that than doing this. Now, you might have watched this and be like, how the hell is this character the best character in the game? This is why. You press down B and suddenly you're Mythra, and now you're a top tier. You're an incredibly oppressive, super fast, and this even looks a bit weird because she has the exact same dash animation as Pyra, but now you're super fast instead. I don't know why, but yeah, when Sakurai said, yeah, you can choose to play as either one, offline, this is the character you're going to see. People have been asking, what do we call this? Do we call them Myra? Do we call them Pyra? No, you call them Mythra because this is the character that's going to be on screen for 90% of the match. Mythra has apparently the fastest initial dash in the game, which is the thing that matters the most. She's just incredibly freaking fast. She has an amazing short hop. Look at this movement. Her full dash is fast. She can obviously dash walk too, but she doesn't need it. She's a 6-frame grab. Amazing dash grab. Amazing dash attack. So you're always in the threat of this. And she has a shit ton of strong moves. I would be here forever if I were to talk about all of them, but I'm going to list some standouts. All of her tilts combo into themselves. Put them down to low percents. All of her tilts combo. You know, that's a true combo. Down tilt, F tilt, F tilt. You can do F tilt, dash attack. Up tilt, up, down tilt, jab. You know, really anything into anything works, but obviously optimized combos is something you're going to have to learn. If you're starting out, I would just recommend down tilt, up smash is the easiest confirm. 21% sends them above you. And also, once you get a bit more advanced, I would start doing like double up tilt, up air, up air. Now, this character also has the same combo throws. So down throw, up air. Like that, which will usually true combo if you do it correctly. And if they DI away, you can either dash after them up air, or you can do fair like this, which also will combo at many percents. She also has 4-throw dash attack, which combos. Great if you're trying to set up for an edge guard. Back throw sets up kind of like a mix-up situation at higher percents where you can kind of bait them and try to look for an F smash. And up throw can also combo into up B. Generally, I will say that you should use down throw if you're just starting out. Now, what is the weakness of this character? She obviously has amazing tools. Her ground moves are strong. Her jab's fast. Her frame rate is amazing. What is the weakness? Well, she can't really kill. It's supposed to be her weakness, but it's not really a weakness. First and foremost, she can obviously switch to Pyra, and this swap is fast. You can do this in a jump where you're Mythra, and then you swap, and the swap is incredibly fast and invincible. And you can do this to cross up people. You can swap back and forth, and you can do this in the air. For example, something people have been doing a lot is you swap and then you do down air and then you get the spike because you don't miss it, and then you up smash. Up smash will start killing once you're, you know, a bit higher. It's definitely not an amazing kill move, but it is only a frame 9 option. If you're ever just wanting a safe confirm option, this is always available. Especially with rage, you can kill this a little bit earlier, or if you up smash on a platform, keep that in mind. At a bit lower percent, she starts getting her neutral B, which is a very unique move. Her neutral B can be charged, and it is actually invincible after you let it go for 6 frames. Regular neutral B starts on only 9 frames. Very, very quick. You can use this out of jump. You can B reverse it. It has good range, lasting hitboxes, baits air dodges. You can use it while sliding. Honestly, just super, super great move. But then you can also charge it. Charging it doesn't look that special. You can't cancel the charge. You're actually going to have to commit. However, it does become safe on shield as it goes longer, and you can turn around. And even though you turn around, for some reason, it has a massive hitbox in front of it. I don't know why, but yeah, it does. So even if someone air dodges behind you, you will usually still hit them. The thing that makes this move so special and fun to use, in my opinion, is that you can combo this from down tilt. Now, obviously, you can do this, which combos, and this will kill if you can bring them off stage, like this, for example. But it might be a little bit hard to recover from, and obviously it's a bit telegraphed. But what you can do that's incredibly safe is down tilt, try to hit them with the tipper, which sends them a little bit further, and then you do jump, charge neutral B a little bit, because as you see, she pulls a sword up, and this has a hitbox. It's a very, very unique move. And I really like how they did the implementation of this. You do like that, and that will actually kill a lot of the time from ledge trap situations. And this down tilt is an amazing, amazing ledge trap because it's only 5 frames, 20 frames total, basically safe on shield. We can do it out of spot dodge. It 2 frames. It's just an amazing move, like super top tier. Now, she also has her F smash, 14 frames, yes, but it's very far range and will actually start killing very early towards the edge. So offline, you can actually react to many get-ups like this and just F smash them if they're being lazy. You can also down smash at slightly higher percents, maybe 130, and this is only 8 frame startup. 8 frame startup is legitimately how fast some characters' jabs are. So having this on a kill move is kind of crazy. That also covers behind her, of course. So if they roll behind you, you still hit them. But overall, you know, definitely has a weakness in killing. So my basic game plan when you're starting out with this character is throw them off or hit them off, you know, or hit them up. And then you swap to Pyra once you're in advantage. You don't really want to play Pyra in neutral that much, but depending on the matchup, you can still be fine in this scenario, just kind of fishing for a backer that will kill. But I would say that the optimal way to play is try to hit them off. Once they're at the edge, you swap to Pyra and you try to ledge trap them. Then as you get more advanced, you're going to be able to swap in between, you know, do the things I talked to you about. Swap, cross up. They don't know which one you are. There's so many different variations, and you can swap between the two super quickly, and it's incredibly fun to do in my opinion. As well, while we're on Mythra, because this is the character you'll be playing a lot of the time, is that you want to stay at this type of range for the most part. Again, she's the fastest character, so you do not want to be point blank. You want to be at this range where you can threaten run up tilts, and you can do the sliding as well. And you want to use your amazing whiff punish dash attack. I think it's only 9 frame startup, and it's legitimately the best whiff punish in the game. If an opponent is jumping and doing aerials, you can dash away with the fastest dash, and then dash back and just instantly dash attack them. This will set up tech chase at lower percents, and then you just kill them like this. There's also some extra moves that we have to go through, and this is, you know, a little bit more advanced, or it's very basic. So let's go for the basics first. Her up B, just like Pyra, is an amazing shield tool, but this one's slightly faster, but also remains the incredible range. It's honestly ridiculous that she can be in shield here, and then up B and punish you, and do 17% and set you up for advantage. She also has up B out of shield, she has nair out of shield, and this nair is not like Pyra's too. This is a multi-hit move, which also leads to combos. And it's a landing hitbox, making it even harder to punish on shield. But the specials, right? So side B is a full screen, huge hitbox move. You can sometimes beat her, but a lot of the time, this will actually straight up beat the opponent's attacks. Only 18 frames startup, which means that the opponent, in order to be safe against this move, that does 21, 23 damage, depending on the situation, and sets them up again for ledge trap. You swap to Pyra, blah, 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 you know, they die. They have to be constantly in shield, and they can't really throw projectiles safely either, because if a Link is pulling a bomb or whatever, kind of just jump around and then react to it, and then bam. Now they took 24%, they're off stage, and you can edge guard them. And then we have her last special. And you might go, what? What do you mean, Leffen? You already went through all the specials. Well, for some reason, they were like, hey, the power imbalance is not big enough. Instead of giving Pyra anything more, even though she's a slow, useless one, let's give Mythra something else. Let's give her the best special move in the freaking game. And this is Foresight. What is Foresight? Well, in the beginning of your dodges, so air dodge, rolls, and spot dodge, you have this thing called Foresight. She screams out Foresight. Now, this is a Bats Within, so what Bayonetta had, but it's also a Witch Time, which is when Bayonetta's counter. But this one freezes them for way longer, has only 2 frames startup, and is built into her already great dodges. And, you know, it works on projectiles, and it doesn't scale with percent. See how that affected him? Again, I can be this far. Because I'm the fastest character in the game, I can roll through the projectile and then F smash. I have clips here that my editor can show on the screen. Dude, clip it, clip it. What? Why? It makes it harder for them to pressure you on your shield. They can't do like nair jab because you can spot dodge in between and then punish the jab with a freaking F smash because that's just how long they're frozen. You can do spot dodging in between multi-hits. You can use this for edge guarding. You can use this as your own tool where you hit their shield with an aerial, spot dodge their nair out of shield, and suddenly you get a charge F smash. It's honestly insane and it might have to be nerfed, but I honestly love it because it's an advanced technique. It's kind of what I wanted parry to be all this time. I'm gonna try to cut it short for now, but just know that this character has a ton of potential. Let me know if you want to see more about this character. I'm definitely gonna be playing them more and more, and I'll try to make a highlight reel or maybe just a part 2 guide on how you can swap in between those. This character really fulfills the spot that I always wanted in Ultimate because, as some of you guys might know, I've been kind of playing both sword characters like Joker and Roy, and I have also played PT. As much as I like PT, the thing I like the most is that you can swap between them. But there weren't that many cases where you wanted to swap, you know, like sweet swap back and forth, because you had to always cycle through from Squirtle to Ivysaur, then Charizard, then Squirtle. And the swap was very laggy. With this character, I can swap and, you know, confuse my opponent and mix them up all I want. And it's so much more fun to me. I like Joker and Terry, right? But the thing I dislike about both of them is that they're both combat mechanics. Even Sephiroth has combat mechanics too. While this character is just a fair, super well-designed character. Yeah, I just think they're incredibly fun and strong. I actually want to play Ultimate for the longest time. But yeah, that's going to be it for this time. Let me know if you want more, and see ya.